We have Dr. Danielle Desroche with us today. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself and her business. So if you will, just go ahead and introduce yourself for me.
Yeah, so I'm Dr. Danielle. I am a naturopathic doctor, and I run my own private practice here in Atlanta.
That's awesome. So how long have you been doing that for?
So I've been working for myself since April of this year, so right around the time of the pandemic. But I actually just moved to Atlanta about 3 weeks ago. So I've been seeing patients virtually, which I will continue to do, but I will also be seeing patients in person in Atlanta starting the first week of January.
Oh, that's awesome. Where did you move from?
Most recently, Vermont.
Vermont. Okay, so big change for you. Is it
Yeah.
is it a little bit of a warmer climate now?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was just like, I can't do another winter here. And my sister lives in Atlanta with her 2 kids, so I thought it was a good reason to come down here.
That's great. So, I guess tell me a little bit about what it's like day to day being a naturopathic doctor. How does that differ from like just a normal practice?
Yeah, so the naturopathic doctor, I spend a lot more time with my patients. A lot of times they'll go to a conventional doctor and only get like 10, maybe 15 minutes with your doctor. I spend a minimum of 30 minutes. My new patient visits are always 60 minutes. So we really have a ton of time to dive deep into a person's medical history, their symptoms, their lifestyle. So it's really about looking at the whole person and their entire life, and how that kind of led them to the state of health they're currently in.
So tell me a little bit more about why you decided to do this. Like why you decided to go down this path and just what inspired you, what makes you love what you do.
Yeah, so I originally was interested in nutrition. I grew up in the ballet world, and nutrition was always kind of a focus with that. So when I transitioned out of ballet to college, I started focusing on nutrition and just kind of felt like the scope of practice is a little bit limited for what I wanted to do. And I, at the time, was also training to become a Pilates instructor. And my mentor was like, you should look into this type of medicine. I think you would totally, connect with it. And I did, and she was right. I love that it's, and nutrition is a huge piece of it, but we also use herbal medicine, supplements, really just all lifestyle medicine. So I just love that there was a few more like tools in the toolbox that I could use when working with patients.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really fascinating. So what would you say that the biggest reward is of doing what you do with people?
Yeah, so for me, education is a large part of how I interact with my patients. So really teaching women, I primarily work with women, teaching women about their bodies and, giving them the tools and having them really understand that what they do really does impact their health. And I see a lot of women coming to me with, painful periods since they were a teenager or cystic acne since they were a teenager, and they've suffered, for years and years these symptoms. And so to give them the education and the tools to really understand why that's happening and that it's not normal, even though it's very common, and let them know they don't have to live that way, that's really rewarding.
That's incredible. I can't imagine the stories that you have getting to work with people and just help improve their lives for the better. So with your practice, what would you say sets you apart from other practices?
Yeah, so as a naturopathic doctor, I'm really looking at the root cause of someone's symptoms. So it's definitely not a quick fix. I definitely let my prospective patients know that up front, that it's really a commitment to themselves. And it's going to be, a journey to finding health that I, definitely look forward to supporting them on. I think I, differ. A lot of people come to me when conventional medicine has failed them, or they are just wanting another option. And they come to me, and of course, I have a background in primary care. when I lived in Vermont, that's what I did. So I really, I understand pharmaceuticals really well. I understand that conventional model. So I'm able to work with patients who maybe are wanting to either reduce the medication that they're on or get off of it, but we can do so safely over time through diet and lifestyle changes.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about the services that you offer, that you have, if you have any kind of specials going on right now that you would want people to know about.
Yeah, so right now it's 25% off for supplements, and all my supplements come from a dispensary online. You can find everything from, immune support to your basic vitamins to collagen powder, and then it ships directly to your house, which is really nice and easy. I'm also offering $100 off my hormone and wellness packages. So essentially the hormone package, you get to test all your hormones, your estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, and it really looks at how those hormones are being broken down in the body. So you'll do that test at home. It's a urine test, and then we'll meet for an hour once I have the results and kind of do an intake on your history, your symptoms. We look at your lab results, and then from there we create a plan together. And then the wellness package is similar, except for that we are testing your adrenal hormones, which can be really helpful if people, aren't sleeping well or are really fatigued or stressed. And with that one, we also test for food sensitivities. So if you're having kind of vague symptoms like headaches or brain fog or bloating, that can be helpful to kind of determine if there's a food that's not really agreeing with you. And then again, we'll meet for an hour, go over those results, and come up with a plan together.
Okay, well, that was an awesome breakdown. What is the best way for people to find you and contact you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram. I'm at Dr, like Dr. Danielle .nd, like naturopathic doctor. And then my website is just Danielle Desroche, which is difficult to spell, but it's DESROCHE.com. And through my website, you can find my email, my phone number, and all that.
All right, and we will link all of that information in the post as well to make sure it's super, super easy. Thank you so much for just talking with us and sharing about your business and what you do and why you love it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was fun.